I wouldn't eat the deer droppings. I'd eat the elk scat, moose poop, and probably maybe the bear poop.
Everybody, welcome back. I am getting ready to start our date night meal. I told you I would bring you along. This is what I have. I've had these are eye of round steaks. I've had these for a while. Stuck them directly in the freezer because, as you can see, they were a reduced item. I didn't think the 402 was too bad. Actually, it sounded pretty good to me. So like I said, I've thawed them out. They're ready to go. Hopefully I can just talk Steve into eating one. Then he would have one for lunch tomorrow because I'd like to fix enough for the evening meal that we can have something for lunch the next day. If not, we have sandwich stuff that we can have, just like lunch meat sandwiches. But I've got 2 steaks, which will be for Steve. I'm not touching them. I don't eat a whole lot of beef, especially that kind. I also have some frozen corn here, which I will probably use about half of this bag and cook it up in the skillet. I should have planned ahead a little bit better on this because these things are expensive. You used to be able to get them for like 89 cents, but they were over $2 for this pouch. I do have some regular potatoes, well, they're fresh potatoes, or not fresh, raw potatoes, that I could have peeled and cooked, but I didn't plan ahead far enough to be able to get that done, so I had to get some of this. But note to me for the future, I need to plan ahead a little bit better. I'm getting better at it, but I'm still not very good at it. But I need to plan ahead a little bit better because some things are getting a little bit too expensive to cook. I also have some onions here that I sauteed up a couple days ago that I'm going to heat up. That way he can have it to put on his steaks. I was wanting some mushrooms, some fresh mushrooms that I was going to cut up and saute up to go with it. But there was no mushrooms at all in the store, and I refused to buy canned mushrooms because they taste weird. And then I also got this container of cottage cheese. This will last a couple of meals at least, to go with our supper. So, and I will make some gravy probably to go with it as well. Probably some brown gravy, I'm thinking, because that would go good with the steaks. So I will be eating the corn, the potatoes. I'll snag some of the fried onions or the grilled onions, and I will also be having some cottage cheese. So I'm going to get this going, and I will show you some clips of the stuff cooking. Per the instructions on the mashed potato package, I heated 4 cups of water in my little hot shot, which is just a little like 2-cup water dispenser thing, kind of like a coffee pot, but it just, you don't put anything in, just water. I heated that up and I stirred up my potatoes. I also put my sauteed onions in the microwave for a bit to heat them up, and I'm going to stick this in the microwave with those sauteed onions to keep them warm or warmer until I am ready to use them. See, I've got my skillet heating on my hot plate, and I'm just going to season these steaks with a little bit of salt and pepper on this side, and then we're going to go put them down in the skillet as soon as it's hot, and I will season the other side. A little bit of salt on there. Makes a big mess on my table. Alright, this is like big flake pepper, and I can't ever get it to come out of the shaker. Steve will like that. Yeah. So there, got those seasoned. As soon as my skillet is hot, we will go put these in the skillet. Alright, my skillet is slightly warm. This is the skillet that I cooked the sauteed onions in the other day. I put a little bit more bacon grease in there for my meat to give a little extra flavor and to keep it from sticking too bad. So we're going to put that seasoned side down. And then I'm going to season up this other side, and I will cook up the steaks. Alright, I've got my corn going. I just used the same skillet that I cooked the steaks in. I added a little bit more bacon grease, half that package of corn. I put some garlic in there, and I put a little bit of salt and pepper, and some onion powder, and a little bit of parsley, and oh my goodness, that tastes really good. This is the first time I've ever used bacon grease to cook my skillet corn. Normally I use butter, but this was really good. I also have some water over here getting ready to boil to make my gravy. My gravy is done. It is a little lumpy because I did not follow the directions, but that's how I roll. Now that this is all done, everything should be heated and cooked, so it's time to plate up our supper. Okay, here are our plates. I'm not a professional plate maker, but Steve has everything on his plate. I just have the cottage cheese, the corn, mashed potatoes and gravy, and sauteed onions. I'm going to gather the silverware, call Steve down here, and we will get busy eating our date night supper. So here is what's left over. We've got a little bit of gravy left, a wee bit of corn left, a little under half the mashed potatoes, and about half of the cottage cheese. And I do still have half a package of corn in the freezer. So basically just snack foods. I mean, this could be lunch for me tomorrow, but really there's not enough left over for actual lunch. So we will have to resort to eating our cold cut sandwiches tomorrow. It's new. It's because they're going on date night with us. What are you getting?
This Mountain Dew.
Lemonade? Have a great night. This keeps growing. What you gonna get? Interesting.
Your lid's not on.
I know, it's because it won't go on. You need to slurp some down for me or take the lid off.
Just put the lid on for now, man. Take care of it.
Hold it. I think it'll go on now. It's good enough.
It's still not on.
Okay. Is that what you're getting?
Yeah.
I don't know what I want.
It's like, it's supposed to
Oh, that's like, ooh, beyond meat.
That's disgusting.
This is true. It's true. I guess I'll go for the old standby, like I always get. I think there's some over here. Yes, Bush Light. You know well I like Bush Light. No.
You really need to branch out. You just,
I'm gonna have to because they don't have what I want. devil's food one isn't very good either, and I don't like just the regular honey buns. I could get a cream cheese Danish.
Ooh, they got berry poop.
Got deer droppings too.
Yeah, elk scat. I wouldn't eat the deer droppings. I'd eat the elk scat, moose poop, and probably maybe the bear poop.